welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Patra and this is your favorite show, Daily Call, the show that answers all your stock-related queries on the show. Over the next 45 minutes, we are going to be helping you understand everything that you need to know about the stocks in your portfolio. Are you in the right set of stocks? Do you need to exit? Do you need to add on some more? Well, everything and anything will be answered on the show regarding your stock portfolio. So send me your questions quick on this WhatsApp number that's flashing on your screens. Don't forget to mention your own name, location and your contact details. We can give you an opportunity to speak live to our top guests and take a custom-made advice for your portfolios as well. You can also log on to our YouTube channel, go on to Business Today, then go to Daily Calls Live and use the comment section there to send me all your questions. I'll be happy to address it with our top market masters who will be joining in pretty shortly. Let me welcome and introduce our guest to you for the day. We have Mr. Kranti Batini joining in, the Director of Research at Wealthmint Securities. Welcome to you, sir. Thank you so much for taking the time out. Well, the markets are still on a nervous footing. We have now breached the 26,000 mark as well, 200 points lower in trade. So we'll start off with that first because that's getting to a little bit of a nervous end as far as the investors' understanding of how the markets are performing goes. We started off this year on a record high note, and thereafter comes the geopolitical shock that leads to all this volatility. What is the current reason behind the fall today, and where do you see the markets are headed?
Yes, actually, as we entered the new year, we entered at a very positive note in the first week. But this week have been markets are a little bit circumspect at this point of time, and also the geopolitical issues have been weighing on the market. And we all know what's happening around the globe at this point of time. That has been creating some kind of a impact on the markets in the medium to short term. But today, as we are speaking, one hand, the Indian administration has been waiting for a trade deal with the US, but the news has been that US administration has been proposing increase of the tariff on India. That's where it's creating some kind of a knee-jerk reaction on the markets at this point of time. That's where the selling pressure has created during the day. But by and large, despite of this geopolitical uncertainty that has been looming, Indian markets are in a comfortable stage at this point of time. We are entering into the earnings season, and Q3 is going to be a decent earning quarter. That has been the anticipation at this point of time, and the growth numbers have been quite firm. But what's creating this kind of knee-jerk reaction, what making the foreign portfolio investors to lose the enthu on Indian markets? The first and foremost is the global uncertainty, geopolitical uncertainty, and also India-US trade deal has been an overhang on the Indian markets, and the rupee depreciation also one of the key concern for the foreign portfolio investors in the medium to short term. But one thing is, as we are entering into the earnings season, the corporate earnings are closely tracked. Always stock prices are slaves to earnings, and as we demonstrate strong earning growth, definitely the FPI flows are going to come back. But today we breached the crucial support and sentimental zone of 26,000 level. We need to closely observe next couple of days how the global geopolitical issues are going to prop up. That's where the key concern. But definitely, Sakshi, the markets are in a range bound, and we are not in a hurry to go anywhere. That's what when we had the interaction last time, I made the same thing quote. Markets are not in a hurry to run anywhere. That's where the markets touched all-time high range around 26,300, and again we are back below 26,000 level. But one thing is, the market structure is telling definitely this is a buy on dips and a sell on rally kind of a market. Now, how much the percentage of the rally that's coming, even the small rally also, taking some profit from the table is the ideal one for these kind of market situation.
Okay, got that. Mr. Batini, let's kickstart our Q&A round now with all our viewers joining in, asking their questions. So let's straight away get into that, and then we will focus a little bit after taking some questions on the themes you are betting big on, the kind of stocks that you are asking your clients to add in this kind of market in the new year as well. Viewers, don't lose the sight of the Nifty. We are slipping even further. Remember, the 25,900 mark is also on the risk of getting breached on the lower end, 235 points lower. There's a severe pressure that we are seeing across the board right now. The first question that we have from our viewers is from Anuj Singh. He says, सर भारत इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का शेयर 173 के रेट पर लिया है, 500 शेयर्स हैं, इसमें मुझे 140% का प्रॉफिट हो रहा है, शुड आई होल्ड और शुड आई सेल? सो द गुड पार्ट इज मिस्टर बतीनी दैट ही इज होल्डिंग ऑन प्रॉफिट्स BEL shares. Should he continue to hold on?
One of the outperforming stock, Sakshi. Even today, these kind of markets also, the stock has been holding the range of 400 levels. The market cap of the company has significantly increased, about 3 lakh crores. Valuations also, at this point of time, given the kind of outlook for the defense and BEL as a key beneficiary in the entire defense space is concerned, it can hold. But as the markets are in a kind of a profit booking kind of a situation, there is nothing wrong taking profit from the table. There is nothing wrong taking back his capital because capital is precious. He can do a thing that's called making the investment as free of cost. He can take back the capital, remaining thing, stay invested.
Okay. Next, we have Aarti Jain asking, and she says, Sir, I'm on a loss on BHEL. I have about 790 shares at a 300 price level. I want to know what could be the kind of targets I can expect in this January month, and what should I do about the losses that I'm already holding at?
BHL, she can hold on, Sakshi. These quarterly results are crucial. With a 6 months to 1 year horizon, still the stock can rally another 10-15%. One can hold on to BHL. The power and power equipment and capital goods are expected to do well, so she can hold on to BHL.
Hold on to BHEL. You need to have some patience, and this will definitely give you 10 to 15% return this year as well. Let's look at the next one. We have Kamlesh Narkere asking, and he says, Sir, I want to know about Vedanta. I have 30 shares at 375. Should I continue to average this stock on the lower end?
Yeah, one can hold. The metal cycle has been doing well, and the overhang on Vedanta has been the demerger. The demerger news is expected to complete the corporate action soon. So, at this point of time, holding on to Vedanta is a good decision, and also at dips, one can add Vedanta at this point of time, given the kind of the uptick in the metal cycle we are witnessing.
Okay. Next, let's look at the question from one of our viewers. This is Satya. He says, Good afternoon, Sakshi ji. I want to know about two stocks, KCP Limited and EID Perry. And I want to know from Kranti sir whether these stocks can be added for the long term. I'm actually holding on to both these stocks for 1 year already. KCP I have at 140 levels, EID Perry at 540.
Both majority of these sugar stocks have been in a consolidation phase, Sakshi.
Yeah.
Just hold on. The reason is they have been entering into entering into the space of ethanol blending and all. That's where the interesting theme is, and there would be a lot of demand for ethanol because of the geopolitics. That's what we are witnessing at this point of time. At this point of time, given the kind of crushing season these sugar companies are entering in right now, so wait for next couple of quarter results and just hold on to both the stocks. These are the decent sugar companies in the mid-cap sugar companies are concerned.
Okay. Taking the next question then, we have the next one from Sai Verma. He says, Hi Sakshi, I am sitting on a 30% loss on Adani Enterprises. I want to know whether I should sell this and buy any new IPO for the next 3 months or so, and will BCCL be a good one that can be the next IRFC in the making? That's an interesting question, Sai Verma, that you asked. So first, Adani Enterprises, You're sitting on about 30% losses. You want to exit with the losses, but you want to reinvest that money somewhere else where you can actually make good amount of profits over the next 3 months. And you're looking at the IPO space. The first IPO of 2026 is coming in tomorrow, and that's BCCL, Bharat Coking Coal, which is the subsidiary of Coal India. Now there is already a lot of buzz amongst investors. The grey market premium shooting through the roof, over 50% already. The lower price band of anywhere between 21 to 23 rupees is attracting more and more investors there as well. So we will take a view both on Adani Enterprises and on the IPO space as well. So first, help us understand what's your view on Adani Enterprises, Krantiji?
Sakshiji, one thing is Adani Enterprises, the group is suitable for high risk appetite investors by and large. But among the Adani group shares, Adani Enterprises is the flagship company. There is embedded value, and also there are many incubating businesses, Adani Ports, and other defense equipment, and quite a lot of incubating businesses are there. Alternative energies, everything is coming from Adani Enterprises. The long-term prospects for Adani Enterprises looks interesting, and if the investor is a trader, then okay, he can keep a strict stop loss. If the person is taken this position for investing, he can hold on. And Bharat Coking Coal, he can deploy fresh money. But given the kind of fundamentals for Adani Enterprises, if we have that high risk appetite, one can hold on to Adani Enterprises.
Okay, let me take the next question, and this one is as far as the question on IPO space was concerned. Bharat Coking Coal, how are you looking at BCCL as an IPO opportunity, and do you think BCCL can be the next IRFC?
Interesting one, Sakshi. Sakshi, it is IPOs, if you observe, the entire scenario that's taking place, it's just like love before marriage, I always quote, okay? Whenever the IPO comes, there is a lot of exuberance, euphoria. But post listing, we witnessed how the things have taken place in many of the recent IPOs. There would be a buzz around the listing, and from there onwards, the initial euphoria gets fizzled out. So very few companies have that kind of a charm post listing also. That is post listing. One thing is the valuation should looks attractive. At the same point of time, simultaneously, the company has to grow that glamour. The glamour in terms of the earnings is concerned. So that's where the sustainability get into the stock prices. By and large, if any company is making a good, handsome listing gains, take some profit from the table. But to make any kind of serious investments in any IPOs, actually, better to wait for 1 or 2 quarterly results to make any serious investments in the coming IPOs. That's what we witnessed. Last 2 years, almost all 60 to 70% of the IPOs that hit the market, there was a lot of buzz before the listing, around the listing. But many of these companies, they listed their listing price and they went below their listing price. Many of these companies are trading right now, last 2 years IPOs, they are, except barring a few, many of these IPOs are trading at or below the listing price. So the same case applies to every stock. So wait for some time. And also today, if you see the LG, the recently listed, it had a fabulous listing. And today, after 3 months, there is an opening of that lock-in stock price, lock-in stock shares. Some kind of a pressure again getting created. So just wait for some time and at the right valuations, take an entry to make any kind of a serious investment decision. For listing gains and all, just track the market buzz and go with the flow.
Okay, let's take the next question. This one is from one of our viewers, Avnish, and he wants to ask you on IREDA, IREDA, and he says when can he expect his price 176 to come in? And he's been waiting for a fairly long time, and he seems to be pretty much disgruntled with the kind of underperformance that IREDA has been displaying of late.
Sakshi, this is the same case as we mentioned about the IPO space. Look at the
Yeah.
exuberance at the time of listing and buzz after the listing, and look at the stock price post listing, and after a couple of quarters. the stock is in a consolidation phase. This is the tendency one need to understand before committing any serious money while investing in any kind of IPOs. And IRIDA is concerned, so we need to wait for this quarter results. The initial quarter results are good post listing, but it's a lending business and lending to a sector which is dynamic, but at the same point of time, it's a typical environmental and environmental and solar and wind energy sector is concerned.
Yeah.
So there can be a lot of associated risks in their books, and that's what we witnessed in Gensol case and all. They have exposure to what's Gensol. So one need to be little bit cautious and wait for the results. Probably, given the kind of lot of euphoria and exuberance in this space is concerned, he'll get back his price.
Okay. Nitin says, good afternoon. I want to know about two stocks, sir. One is from the auto space Hero Motocorp and the other one is Union Bank. And I want to know whether for short term I can play any stock right now.
Hero Motocorp is concerned, Sakshi, the stock has had a fabulous rally. In fact, past 1 year, this is one of the stock outperformed in the two-wheeler space is concerned
Yeah.
with respect to the ICE engines. He can hold on Hero Motocorp, decent company. When there is a lot of dichotomy between ICE as well as EV, Hero Motocorp is performing very well. He can hold on.
Can hold on. What about Union Bank?
Sakshi, we can expect a rally in the PSU banks. So budget is ahead. A lot of news are expected with respect to PSU banks consolidation and also some kind of a disinvestment. So we can expect some kind of a rally in these stocks before the budget. He can hold on to Union Bank also.
Fair point. Kaushik Rana says, I'm from Gujarat. Hi Kaushik. He says, I want to know about Reliance Industries. I have about 35 shares at 1400 levels. Why is the stock falling and is it good to add at the current levels?
Sakshi, he need to also recollect. Last Friday, Reliance Industries touched all-time high levels.
Yeah.
From there onwards, we witnessed the geopolitical issues and also the turmoil in the market. So some kind of a profit booking is taking place in the Reliance Industries, and also some kind of a nudging impact with respect to their retail business is concerned. That has been creating some kind of a selling pressure in Reliance Industries. He can hold on and use this circumspect nature of this market and also the way the stock is markets are consolidating. He can try to accumulate the stock at dips and also during this last couple of days time only the news buzzing news around geo listing that has been in the corner. So he can hold on to Reliance Industries. There is a lot of embedded value in Reliance Industries. It's a stock to hold on for all season for the long term investors.
Okay, fair point. Well, let me take another question. This one is from Meetika Swaroop. She says, can I buy Coal India? So there are interesting questions that are coming in around Coal India. The people are trying to figure out whether it's the right time to buy Coal India, the parent company which is selling its stake through BCCL, or should you look at the new entrant? How would you advise on Coal India?
Yeah, the recent news of listing of Coal India subsidiaries, starting with Bharat
Yeah.
Coal, that has been creating some kind of buzz in Coal India. If the investor is not a momentum kind of investor and happy with the dividend, the kind of dividend they give, definitely it's a stock to hold on, low beta. But don't expect this is a kind of a buzz it's getting created right now, and we have witnessed a sharp uptick in Coal India in the last 1 month. It's not a momentum stock. If the investor likes to hold on a stock which is in between 10 to 15% kind of a returns, Coal India is the better stock and good dividend yields are there.
Fair point. We have a lot of WhatsApp related questions also coming in from our viewers. So let's try take some of those as well. Momita from Kolkata says, hi Sakshi, hope you're having a great day. Very well, Momita, good to hear from you and I hope the same for you as well. The question she has is on Vishal Mega Mart. And she says, I have 147, at the price of 147, I bought this stock. The other one that I bought was Tips Music at 548. But now I'm sitting on losses on both. So what should be my next 6 month strategy on both this? So Vishal Megamart from the retail space and Tips Music from of course the entertainment space. Losses in both. Any signs of recovery over the next 6 months?
Vishal Mart had a strong rally, Sakshi. From there onwards, what we witnessed in the last 45 trading sessions has been profit booking in the mid and small cap stocks. The valuations look stretched for me. That's the reason the stock is in a consolidation and a corrective phase, some kind of a profit booking the stock
Yeah.
is experiencing. And also the news, the business updates, majority of their market share margins are under pressure due to this quick commerce business that has been hampering the sentiment and also the business for these stocks. We witnessed the same thing with DMart, Vishal Megamart, and also one of the reason for some kind of profit booking that took place for Reliance Industries also the same reason. Uh, uh, Hold on to the stock, any rally, she can book the profit.
Okay. Next, we have this question from Manoj Gupta from New Delhi. He says, why is the real estate sector so bearish? Is it the right time to enter stocks like DLF and Lodha developers for 1 year?
Sakshi, 1 year period is a little bit very less time
Yeah.
frame. One thing is you need to also keep in mind the way real estate sector performed in the last 3 4 years is it is quite outstanding. And from you can't expect every sector to perform give 50 60% returns every year every stock. But there would be a period where there would be a consolidation. There would be a breathing space for every sector and every stock. That's what we are witnessing in the real estate sector. The stocks have peaked out in the last 3 years. Some kind of a consolidation is taking place at this point of time, and the way the bookings are that's taking place for majority of these top companies, the sector looks good, but some kind of a consolidation is taking place. If the interest rate cycle going to continue, reduction of interest rate cycle, that can be a positive trigger for real estate stocks. So in a staggered manner, you can accumulate, but definitely not for a 1 year horizon. That can be a trading idea. He can have a strict stop losses while taking into consideration of 1 year time frame. But definitely 1 to 3 years, definitely it's the right time. He can pick the top players, pan India players, in a staggered manner.
Okay. Next, we have Dudya Chandra Singh from New Delhi writing in and saying that thank you for this show. This show is really helpful for all retail investors. Thank you, Mr. Chandra Singh. The question that he has is that I want to invest for 3 to 4 years. Some of the stocks that have in my portfolio are Corona Remedies and ICICI AMC. Both I got in IPO allotment. So can I continue to hold for next 3 to 4 years these IPOs in my portfolio? Corona Remedies and ICICI AMC.
ICICI AMC, Sakshi, definitely it's a stock to look for longer term, kind of a pedigree they have, and also the strong branch network and the distribution network for mutual fund business is concerned. And Sakshi, what we are witnessing, since he mentioned he is a long term investor, what we are witnessing in the AUMs, they are just at a early stage. It's in a growth phase right now, and we are going to witness in the next 5 to 10 years the AUMs of these AMC companies are going to quadruple. But at the same point of time, new entrants also coming. This is a space to watch out. And asset management company business, the risk is very less, but cyclical kind of a business. So you can definitely hold on to ICICI Prudential AMC.
Okay. Let's take the next question. Again, we have a lot of viewers.
And Corona remedies,
Yeah,
just wait,
Corona Remedies.
watch
Yeah.
for next couple of quarter results. That's crucial to make any kind of addition.
Okay. Shrikant from Mysore asks you, can I invest in Shree Cement for short term?
Cement space looking good, Sakshi, at this point of time. And with respect to Sri Cement is concerned, he can add at the stock at this range. Keep a stop loss around for the short term 26,500. That is the range he need to have a stop loss. But but it's a stock to buy and hold for medium to long term.
Okay. We have one last question for you, and then we'll shift focus to your own choice of sectors and stocks to look at. Neha says, I've bought 200 shares of Mahindra and Mahindra in my portfolio at 3,500. I'm thinking of a 3-year horizon as auto sector seems to be strong. Should I continue to add more in my position as far as M&M is concerned?
Actually, buy at dips and try to accumulate the stocks in the portfolio. They have a strong product portfolio, even though they don't have any entry level or sedan class. But by and large, passenger utility vehicles they have been doing well, and the EV space, even though they are the later entrants, but they are making their mark in the EV space is concerned. So Mahindra, definitely buy and hold.
Buy and hold. That's the view for you. Okay. And now it's time, Mr. Batini, to hear from you as to what is on your top radar. The earnings season kick starts next week, and thereafter we have the budget on 1st of February. What exactly is your thought process till then, and what should be on the radar of investors?
Sakshi, in medium to short term, we are looking banking and financial services looks very attractive. The banking sector, we have a buy on both the PSU as well as the private sector banks are concerned. It looks very interesting to us banking sector at this point of time on a medium to longer term perspective. One can keep for shorter term also. While coming to the long term investment procedures are concerned, the growth prospects and value sectors are concerned, we see a lot of value in terms of the aerospace companies. Any company which is related to aerospace looks very attractive to us, which have a it is at a nascent stage and it's a sunrise industry in India. That's where this sector is going to be a value investing kind of a thing to us. But the valuations are little bit stretch. But given the kind of the outlook for these companies, aerospace industry looks very attractive. And also recently we have been discussing about the power and the nuclear power, given the kind of parliament approval for the Shanti bill and it became an act.
Yeah.
There are many companies which are in the process of setting up nuclear power plants and also the companies which are in the erection of the nuclear power plants that are very attractive to us. And just to matter as a disclosure, we discussed on our show a year back or 7, 8 months back, John Cockrell, we discussed on your show, that has given around 100% returns to our investors. If anyone invested, congratulations for them. And data centers and also the semiconductor businesses. Okay, there are very few companies. One need to be little bit cautious. The stocks are extremely crucial. What level one is paying, what price is paying for those growth is extremely crucial. These are the sectors we are looking, Sakshi, at this point of time.
Fair point. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Batini. It's always a pleasure to have you with us. And thank you so much for guiding our viewers all through 2025 and in 2026 also. We are hoping for brighter returns, bigger prospects for all our viewers of Business Today Television. And you've played you've played a critical role in guiding them in their portfolio journey as well. So thank you so much. And I hope that continues in 2026 too.
Thank you, Sashi. Always my pleasure. Thank you.
All right, viewers, let's move our focus yet again on the markets. 25,935, 205 points lower. So, seems like we've just seen that buying on that lowest point today, and we've not breached that 25,900 odd mark. We are trying to just stabilize above it. But let's welcome our guest on board. I think Ruchit Jain is now joining in on the program to help us understand his fresh view on the markets. Ruchit, good to have you with us. Of course, from Motilal Oswal Financial Services, you've been a critical part of our daily calls all through 2025. Here's wishing you a fabulous 2026 as well. Give us an understanding of how you're looking at the current volatility in the market. What should investor strategy be right now?
Yeah, hi Sakshi, thank you very much. Overall, we have seen that the markets have seen a range bound move over the last 2.5, 3 months. Since the month of October itself, if you see the Nifty benchmark index have traded within a broad range. And in this entire range bound journey, whenever there has been any corrections, the 50 DMI has acted as a support for the index. Now that 50 DMI is at 25,900, so we are quite close to that support level intact. So today's market, but certainly is not that good. But I believe that the follow-up move would be important for next 1 or 2 trading sessions. If the market closes below that 25,900, then that would lead to some kind of profit booking. Otherwise, we would continue to see some consolidation in the short term. So we are watching out for that 25,900 support on the closing basis. If that remains intact, then this could be just a correction within an uptrend. Otherwise, below 25,900 close, one should then be a bit cautious.
Okay. All right, Ruchit, we'll start off by taking some questions now from our viewers for you. Vinita Gupta says, good afternoon, Sakshi. Can you please suggest an entry level for Jamna Auto? Sure, Vinita, we'll get you an understanding there. Jamna Auto, a fresh entry, is it warranted right now, Ruchit?
Well, the stock has already seen an up move over last 2 months, so the momentum readings are a bit overbought. So I would advise to keep a buy on dip approach for the stock. Initial support for the stock is around 124, followed by 120. So if we get any dip towards that 120 mark, those would be good levels where the risk reward ratio would become favorable. So you can keep it on a watch list. In case of any dip towards 120, you can look for buying opportunities there.
Okay. Next we have Shubham Yadav from Pune writing in, says, hello Ruchit sir and hello Sakshi. I'm a big fan of business today. Thank you so much Shubham for writing in. He says, I want to understand why over the last few days NBFC stocks like M&M Finance, Shriram Finance, they have been falling because they are a part of my portfolio, and I want to know what should I do. Should I hold on or book my profits here?
Yeah, so it just seems to be a regular profit booking within an uptrend. If you look at the NBFC space over the last 3 or 4 months, then compared to how much the market has moved, these stocks have given some exponential moves. So there has been a relative outperformance, and compared to the mean, they have rallied much higher. So I think this could be just a corrective phase within an uptrend. Nothing much volume-based selling is there. So it's not just the prices have corrected. If you look at the volumes, be it M&M Finance, Shriram Finance, there is no volume-based selling happening over there. So I think just a regular profit booking which is going on. So if it's a part of the portfolio, you can continue to hold on positions with some medium term view.
Okay, got that. Let me also take another question. We have Apan from Kolkata says, hi, namaskar Sakshi ji, namaskar aapko bhi Apan. लिखते हैं, Hemisphere Properties, is it a good buy at the current levels for 1 year perspective?
Sakshi, I just missed the name. Which stock it is?
Sorry?
I just missed the name of the stock.
Hemisphere Properties.
Okay. So within this space, if you see, the stock has not shown that kind of outperformance or volume-based up move. So relatively, the stock still seems to be in a consolidation phase only. So I think within, if you are looking at the entire real estate basket, then the Hemisphere Properties does not seem to be that positive technically. 145, 150 has acted as a resistance on every pullback move. So I would advise to avoid if you're looking to fresh buy over here, and any existing long positions are there, then on pullback moves you can look to exit. If you want to make buy any stocks within the real estate space, then Phoenix Mills, this one stock where overall trend remains quite positive, and even if you look at last 2-3 months, then it has been an outperformer within the real estate space.
Yeah.
But in that, I would advise buying at current levels, but keep on your watch list in case of any dip towards that 1850, 1800 range. That would be the good entry levels for Phoenix Mills. So Hemisphere Properties does not seem that bullish. Phoenix Mills, you can keep a buy.
Okay. Satyan says, I'm a regular watcher of daily calls since the time I got to know about this show. Thank you, Satyan, for writing in. He says, can you please ask Ruchit sir if it is the right time to enter Samvardhan Motherson or even Motherson Wiring for about up to 1 year? What would you advise here? Samvardhan Motherson or Motherson Wiring? Any of these stocks up to 1 year? Which one looks promising?
So comparatively, both the stocks have recently seen a rally. Samvardhan and Motherson, I think it would be good to enter if you get around 110 kind of levels. So 110, 108 is the range where the risk reward ratio would become favorable for entering fresh longs. Motherson Wiring overall has been into a consolidation phase, but in last few trading sessions we have seen good volume-based buying happening over here. So from your 1 year's perspective, I think at current levels, so you can look to buy some quantity with some room to average if you get any dip towards 47, 46 zone.
Okay. Ishwas from Bangalore says, I want to know about LG India. Is it the right level to buy this stock? LG Electronics, one of the biggest IPOs of 2025, gave a lot of promising returns after getting listed also to investors. It did have some consolidation also, but right now, what do you think?
Although I have a limited data on the chart, so I
Yeah.
won't be able to give any long-term view. But no, one thing is clearly that post-listing, the stock listed showed good listing, but post-listing we have not seen any follow buying happening over there. So until we see good price volume action happening where buying interest comes at a lower levels, I think it's better to keep a wait and watch approach.
Okay. Kalpesh Kacharia says he's from Mumbai. He wants to know from you, should I have a short sell position in January expiry. MCX yesterday, I've short sold 2,58,350 levels. I want to know whether a target of 2,25,000 can actually come in, and whether till June month I can get 1,60,000 kind of levels as well. All right. Okay. So he's completely having a contra bet as far as silver is concerned, when silver prices are soaring to record high levels on an everyday basis. What would you advise?
Well, I am not that close tracker of silver on a day-to-day basis, but yes, positionally we have seen a good run-up move no, already in silver. And no, last trading session we witnessed, last two trading sessions we are witnessing some profit booking from higher levels. But overall trend does not seem to be that negative for silver, where no 1,60,000 targets no can be seen. So I think as the stock is moving, as the commodity is moving higher, the support base have been moving higher. So I would suggest, in case of some declines from current levels, look to book profits at low levels, but do not expect any major downtrend to come in.
Okay. We have a question coming in from one of our viewers. I'm not sure if you'll be able to answer because it's related to an IPO. The question is from Amit. He says, can I sell Sri Kanha shares? I'm in deep losses in this IPO. Sri Kanha Stainless Limited, currently at 26.7 odd levels. And it's a stock that's moved largely circuit to circuit. I think in December, or it was trading still about 88 or 85 odd levels, and now it's down to 25, 26 odd levels. Ruchit, would you have any insight here?
Well, not really. I don't have any views on this stock because of the recent listing. But one thing you must bear in mind: always keep money management as a first preference whenever you do trading or you buy any new listing stocks. So if the losses are more, then certainly you should look for better opportunities. But I would advise to even take a fundamental view on the stock before taking any decision.
Okay. Taking the next question then. This one is from Bangalore. Shrikant says, hi Sakshi, good afternoon. Can you please tell me the medium term target for NIIT and NIIT Learning Systems, any of these?
Well, NIIT Learning System seems to be more into a consolidation phase. 370 to 440 is the broad range in which the stock has been consolidating. So that remains range bound. NIT Limited is not in an uptrend. Even when the broader markets have shown some kind of up move recently, we have not seen any participation. There have been in between pullback moves for one or two trading sessions, but no, those are not getting sustained, or follow-up moves are missing. So clearly the trend still remains negative for NIT Limited.
Okay. Let's take the next question, and this one is from Ram, who says, sir, HDFC का 27 जनवरी को 960 का कॉल लिया हुआ है मैंने 15 रुपए में, और रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज का 27 जनवरी का 1500 का कॉल लिया हुआ है 25 रुपए में. इसमें प्लीज बताइए मेरा आउटलुक क्या होना चाहिए. तो मेरे ख्याल से HDFC बैंक पहले ये पूछ रहे हैं. 960 का इन्होंने कॉल ऑप्शन लिया हुआ है 15 रुपए पर, और रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज का 27 जनवरी का 1500 रुपए का कॉल ऑप्शन लिया है यहाँ पर 25 रुपए पर.
तो वैसे तो HDFC लिमिटेड का, HDFC बैंक का देखेंगे तो रिसेंटली ट्रेंड इतना ज्यादा पॉजिटिव नहीं रहा है. हमने 1010 से करेक्शन देखा, और मोर एक रेंज बाउंड स्टॉक है. अब 200 DMA स्टॉक का एग्जैक्टली 960 पर है, जहाँ पे आपकी बाइंग पोजीशंस है. सो मैं कहूंगा कि थोड़ा सा पुलबैक मूव का वेट कीजिए, बट कुछ बड़े रिटर्न्स आएंगे ऐसे तो फिलहाल नहीं लग रहा है. सो यहाँ पे पुलबैक मूव्स पे आप अपने पोजीशंस को एग्जिट करने को देखें. विद इन द बैंकिंग स्पेस ICICI बैंक पे आप ध्यान रखिएगा, क्योंकि वहाँ पे ओवरऑल स्ट्रक्चर थोड़ा अच्छा पॉजिटिव टर्न हुआ है पिछले 4-5 ट्रेडिंग सेशन में. सो आई थिंक अगर आप, क्योंकि आप ऑप्शंस में ट्रेड कर रहे हैं, तो मोमेंटम होना काफी जरूरी है फॉर ऑप्शन बाय स्पेशली. तो HDFC बैंक में वैसे मोमेंटम नहीं है जैसा ICICI बैंक में. सो आई थिंक थोड़ा सा पुलबैक मूव आता है, तो वहाँ पे आप HDFC बैंक के कॉल ऑप्शन एक बार एग्जिट करने को देख सकते हैं. रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज ने इंपॉर्टेंट शॉर्ट टर्म के सपोर्ट्स ब्रेक किए हैं. सो यहाँ पे भी फिलहाल 200 दिन के मूविंग एवरेज तक स्टॉक जा सकता है, जो 1440 1450 की रेंज में है. तो यहाँ पे भी ऑल्दो लॉन्गर टर्म ट्रेंड इतना नेगेटिव नहीं है, बट ये शॉर्ट टर्म करेक्शन जो पिछले 2-3 ट्रेडिंग सेशन में दिखला है, उसमें सपोर्ट काफी दूर है. जो इनकेस वो सपोर्ट टेस्ट भी होते हैं तो आपके ऑप्शंस की पोजीशंस के लिए इतना अच्छा नहीं रहेगा. सो दोनों में ही मैं कहूंगा कि थोड़ा बहुत छोटे बहुत पुल बैक मूव अगर दिखते हैं तो वहां से एक बार एग्जिट करने का देखना है.
Okay, got that. Let me take one more question that's coming in. This is Meetika who says, I've bought Indian hotels at 740. What should I expect?
So more consolidation can be seen in Indian hotels. Last few weeks we have seen the stock has not not broken any kind of resistances, or not there has been seen any kind of price volume action on the bullish side. 750, 760 continues to be resistance, whereas 670 is the support for the stock. So I think the stock would continue to consolidate. If you have a longer term view, then you can hold on your existing long positions for a pullback move. But if it's a short term trading position, then my advice would be to take an exit.
Okay. Nitin says, sir, I'm feeling stuck with Paytm. The stock is not performing. So should I exit or stay on?
You can keep some more patience and continue to hold for long as of now. What has been seen since the month of November, the stock has traded in a range. Whenever it's coming towards 1350, 1370,
Yeah.
we are witnessing selling pressure over that. But 1250 is an important support which has not been breached. So I think this seems to be a consolidation phase, not a part of a downtrend. So in consolidations, you need to have patience until the broader uptrend resumes. So keep a stop loss below 1230 and continue to hold your existing long positions.
Okay. Lalit says, hi sir, can you give me a suggestion on Moss Chip Technologies? Should I continue to accumulate at the current levels into this stock?
But I think I would advise to accumulate more stocks if you are already holding.
Okay.
Price wise, if you see the stock has not been participating when the broader markets have done well, and that is usually a not good sign. So until we see any volume based buying happening over there, I think relatively the stock would continue to underperform. So if you have to invest any fresh amount, then there are much better opportunities seen in the market. So Moss Chip would be avoided.
Okay. A last question that we will take, and then we'll move to your suggestions also, Ruchit. Lavish from Indore says, I have 1000 shares of Phase 3 Limited at 480. I have a 1 year time frame. Where should I be looking to average?
So the stock is still in a downtrend. If you look at near-term charts from the highs of 720 in the month of July, we have consistently seen a selling pressure. A major support, if I see mid to long-term charts, then that is coming around 320 to 330 zone. So I think the stock can still go there. So maybe if you are looking to averaging, then you can take a review when the stock comes in that 330, 320 range.
Okay, fantastic. I hope this has also answered your question well. Let me now quickly ask you, Ruchit, in terms of the key suggestions to viewers, where are you penciling in some stock ideas ahead of earnings, ahead of budget? What would you advise?
Among the stock ideas, ICICI Bank is one stock that we like at current levels. The stock has already gone through a corrective phase of 3 to 4 months. And now on the daily charts, after this last 4-5 days of move, the stock has started forming that high top, high bottom structure. So overall, we think that this corrective phase for the stock is over, and we can see a good gradual up move in the stock. But yes, just because the prices have already seen a rally since last 4-5 days, I would advise to buy partial positions at current levels and keep a buy on dip approach. If you get any dip towards 1400, 1380, keep some room to add more at those levels. 1370 should be the stop loss on all the long positions, and slow and gradual up move can be expected towards 1500, 1520 for the stock.
Okay, got that. All right, Ruchit, thank you so much then for being with us on the program and for guiding all our viewers there on all their queries. It's always good to have you with us. Stay fit and stay happy, and we'll be connecting very soon with you yet again.
Thank you, Sakshi.
All right, viewers, it's 25,921. So we've pulled up and just evaded that slip below 25,900 for now at least. And but we're still lower. 0.8% of losses is what we have seen. Markets not doing well for the last couple of sessions. We have consecutively seen markets feeling the pinch and the pressure. Let's find out whether there is any sign of a bounce back in the next 2.5 hours of trade. So stay tuned with us. Market coverage continues on the other side, and I'll be back for the closing edition at 3 p.m. Stay tuned with us.